Well, Noah, tell us about your film.
Well, my film is called Lapsis. It was going to be in the narrative feature competition at South by Southwest, and it's my first feature film. It's a sci-fi story. I like to call it a blue-collar sci-fi film. It shows the gig workers who power this kind of new um, economy that's sprouted up around quantum trading. And so, story takes place in a forest where humans struggle against robots who are competing to take their routes. And then our main character, who's trying to make money to help his sick younger brother, who's at home suffering from a mysterious disease that's keeping young people at home. So that's an interesting parallel with our world today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
Good
thing sounds
timing.
very contemporary.
Yeah, so the character basically goes and takes this work, and through his experience in the forest, in a case of mistaken identity, he has to choose whether to basically make money for himself and his family or join with everybody else and fight the bigger evils in the world.
Wow. Wow. And when did you start working on this?
I guess I wrote this about 3 years ago, and it took a couple of years to develop it and get the money together to make it. And then we shot it last summer in upstate New York. Most of it, I'd say three-quarters of it, is shot out in the forest.
Hang on. Summer in upstate New York. Do you hate your actors? Was that the or you
It
wanted them to really feel? You wanted them to really get into the story.
That's right. Listen, we asked everyone just to buy in and, like, wear mosquito netting and just go out there and do it. And they did. Everyone really, like, came ready for the challenge, and we pulled it off in 26 days. It was a great shoot, and we didn't get rained out a single day, which is really
Oh my.
lucky when you're shooting that much outside.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And was South by the first festival you submitted it to?
Yeah, we basically locked the film in November and submitted to South by Southwest, and this was going to be our world premiere. And we had gotten in also to Cleveland and Minneapolis, but both have canceled now.
Right.
Yeah. What? Sorry.
Oh, we
Our
have a
dog coming.
visitor.
Hi. Hang on. Ah, this is how you know we're doing this at home. Hercules does not practice social distancing. I'm going to tell you right now. My gosh. Well, it's been such a crazy for everybody, such a crazy couple of weeks and months, but it's really exciting to get to speak to someone like you. This is your first feature film, and that's huge.
Have you been on the festival circuit before with short subjects?
I was at South by twice before with documentary features
Oh,
that
cool.
that I directed, and so this is my first narrative feature. I made one other narrative short that went to a couple of small festivals, but I had been more out there as a documentary filmmaker for about a decade and had been working in that space. So this was my kind of first crossover attempt.
Wow. Tell us about your documentary films.
They were called Crude Independence and Deep Time, and they were both about the oil boom in North Dakota. I made the first one in 2009, and it premiered at South by back then, and then I made the next one in 2015, and it premiered at South by. And so they were following the same characters over basically like a longitudinal study of this small town and how it was impacted by oil, as well as the Native American reservation right next door. How were they impacted by the new oil wealth, and did they take advantage of it or try to resist it? And so those were those films, and it took me out to a place I had never spent time in and met all sorts of people. And it was a great way just to start making films and telling stories through film.
Absolutely. Well, I always say I'm a documentary nut, because I believe that real life is 1,000 times crazier than anything we could, make up.
Hmm.
But I'm sorry this is happening for you with South by, but you've premiered twice, and that in and of itself is a huge deal.
Yeah, had great experiences at the festival before, so I just love the people who run the festival,
Absolutely.
and have met so many people there who have become lifelong friends and colleagues, and so it was just difficult not to get that big moment for this film. But as you say, I've been lucky enough to be there before, so I've
Yeah.
experienced it. Yeah.
And it will be triumphant. We will all
I mean,
return very soon.
we as they say, this too shall pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it does, we hope that some version of normalcy will allow us to have more festivals and to put a spotlight on films like yours.
So
Yeah.
if people,
You guys
sorry,
usually do you guys usually go to the festival?
every year,
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
every year, his best friend since he was 12 is one of the people that started South by.
Oh, really?
Grew up together in Teaneck, New Jersey. So yeah, South by is very special to us. And like you say, all the people that you meet, but also the people who run it, Janet Pearson and my friend Claudette Godfrey in Austin.
Yeah.
It's a lot of really, really talented people. And again, that says a lot about your film. They chose you for a reason, and so everybody has time now to anticipate it and get excited.
Yes.
Um,
What
We don't know how much time. It might be months.
exactly? Exactly. Do you have a plan B?
Plan B is in effect. So this is Plan B.
right.
We didn't necessarily have it, but Plan A is gone. So this is Plan A now, and it's unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen, but I guess our plan right now is to try to get the film talked about and reviewed. Hopefully, our first review just came out minutes ago on IndieWire, so that's very exciting. Um,
Awesome. Who reviewed you?
uh, we got reviewed by, oh my god, I just saw it.
It's
Kate,
okay. It's okay.
Kate Erbland.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
another one of my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, everybody's working really hard, and that's the other thing is that there are a lot of film critics out there who are accepting links and things like that, and are also just really excited to do whatever they can do. So, if people want to follow you, read more about the film, where can they do that?
Lapsisfilm.com.
Right?
You can see our teaser. You can see some of the press that's come out already. And some people I think are going to be waiting for the fall to try, to re-enter the festival circuit when it happens. I think for us, we would just love to get this film out as soon as possible.
Sure.
So fingers crossed that the industry will step in and maybe help out some of these films, and people can check out more in the time being and read about it and see the teaser.
Great.
That's wonderful.
Well, we wish you every success.
Thank you so much for doing this, guys. It's really special, and it's nice to meet you over Skype, if not in person.
Yes.